Lo and behold, it seems that sinner Henmama is awake just for the stream. Surprisingly, Henmama, thank you so much, you sinner you, for being awake at 2 a.m. in the morning just to attend Mass. What a wonderful role model of a sinner you are, you heathen. Dear Sister Shiori, I have kept the secret for all of my life. I wanted to be absolved of my sins. When I was 7 years old, I had a crush on my math teacher. Whoa! She was really kind and nice to me and everyone. Ooh. I would always do super well in her class, and she made note of it by giving me and the others that did the same a gold star. I was elated. Then comes parent-teacher conference, and my dad showed up because my mom could not at the time. My dad isn't really part of my life since they got separated during my birth. He comes in and shakes her hand and hugs my teacher. Wait, what? Me being really confused and him going, "This is your aunt, my sister." Oh, bookworm. That is a spicy revelation, huh? So, I didn't know she was teaching you. I was devastated. She didn't know I was his son because he was never around to pick me up. Oh. I just stood there in silence throughout the conference, and I just laid in bed in cold sweat all night. Let's just say I'm not that good at math anymore. No, you see the big sin here, bookworm. The big sin isn't the fact that you had a crush for your teacher. No, the big sin is that you lost motivation for math. See, my sinner bookworm, it's not intentional sin, and plus she's at least like a blood over, isn't she? I'm not saying that you should like go after her, but I'm saying that you didn't know you were 7. And I'm sure that some of you guys, some of you weird, wonderful novelites may have had some little doohickeys, huh? How many of you have looked at your cousin and be like, spicy? I'm kidding. But how many of you have looked at anime characters and be like, wow, if that was my brother or my sister or my aunt, damn. But that is an anime. See the thing here? You didn't go for her. It's okay, you didn't do anything. You thought of it, and that was it. You didn't do anything. You didn't act on the sinner flesh, you heathen. Oh, but you're not a heathen. You're actually a good bookworm. Good bookworm. So it's okay. You were 7. You didn't know. Actually, now that I think about it, there was this case in Florida where this woman, she was also separated from a family member, and somehow they got in contact with each other, and let's just say they got it on, I guess. Right next to a swamp in crocodile-infested lands. Well, that part is exaggerated, but I'm pretty sure they did get it on. And then the criminal records showed up. I don't know how, I don't know why, but apparently, according to the blood test results, that was her father. So, maybe you didn't know, and the attraction was there because you're keeping it in the blood. So it is not your fault, it is simply your blood's fault. But you are forgiven. Don't worry about it. Is she still pretty to this day and age? I'm just wondering for a friend. Look guys, I get perms to like say things about having fictional crushes on anime siblings, okay? I'm an only child. I get perms for it. If you're not an only child, your perms are a lot different from mine. That's my opinion. It's a completely different experience. If I say you can have a crush on Neji as Hinata, that's okay? I'm not close with family members. It doesn't matter because I have the innocence of fictional Yumejoshi insertion, okay? Now, if you have a sibling, I think it's a little bit different for you. But for me, for little only sister, the only sister novella here, it don't matter. The rules don't apply to me. You're the eldest sibling, so that therefore you should not be having my Yumejoshi stuff. Forgive me, Sister Shiori, for I have sinned. I have been ignoring a friend's phone calls. I've been lying to them and say I'm busy at the moment instead of picking up the call. It's not that I dislike my friend. It's that I feel like the content of the call could have been relayed in a text message via daily checkups. I know that my friend means well by keeping in touch, but I view phone calls as urgent matters. Everything can be relayed in text. I feel you, actually. I feel like a horrible friend for not telling them the truth. I feel that if I did tell them, they think that I am annoyed by their cordial attempts of communication. I understand the idea of this, actually. Because you feel guilty enough to confess this anonymously, I think you should probably tell them, hey bud, sorry, but I'd appreciate if you could just text these. So for example, I would appreciate if you just send me a quick text, you know? I am partially deaf. Maybe you could tell that Mofu-Mofu-san that you are partially deaf. Speaking of, thank you for reminding me. I need to text back my friend. She and I have been keeping touch. Nothing to repent here exactly. You know the issue. Now you have to do something about it. Call her? I'm not gonna call her. I'm gonna text her. Look at this. We got like a whole freaking paragraph. But we keep getting busy. Where is it? Oh gosh, so much spam. Pay your bills, pay your bills, pay your... Oh shoot, hold up. Pay bills, pay bills. Authenticator code. What the hell is this one? Okay, here it is. Gosh, when was this? Oh shoot, this was like Monday of... What week is it? This was at least like over 10 days ago. Oh good god. That's okay, she did the same to me. There you go. The importance of checking up on your friends. You know what? You know what? So I can lead as a primary role model. I'm gonna go text her right now. I'm gonna be a role model right now. I'm gonna communicate with my friend. Let's see. Okay. Sorry for the reply to. I kept procrastinating, and now it's been a while again. Would love to. I don't use the social media. Holy crap! I don't want to lie to her and say I'd love to follow you on this. I don't use it. What should I say? I don't know. I'm just gonna send a picture of a heart or some shit. Oh, sorry. Novella doesn't curse. Hold up. What's a weird picture? A weird picture I can send her so I can divert the topic to distract her from the fact that I have not replied in so long. I could send her a picture of like a stuffed raccoon? No. Should I send her a picture of a brain? My bug gotcha? No, that would lead directly to me. I'm not taking that risk. Let's see. I got a bunch of fish. Oh god, it's just Fire Emblem and art. Oh crap, this is from Christmas. I could lie. Yes. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay, I know it. I know it. I'm gonna send her a picture of maybe a farmer? Or maybe this naked statue. I'm gonna go with a naked statue. You can't go wrong with naked statues. I'm gonna lie and say I went to a museum, but I have a picture. It's a different timeline. I did not go to a museum recently, but I have old pictures of a museum. So I'm gonna lie and say I went to a museum. Just went to a museum. Anything fun around you? Don't tell her I lied. It is a topic. It is a topic of conversation, okay? I didn't say when I went to the museum. I didn't say I just went to a museum. Okay, I did it. I'm a role model. I'm a role model. I'm not lying. I did go to a museum, just not recently. Now that I've made a role model of myself, I need you guys to do the same. It's not lying. It's just moving the timeline of events around. So, it's okay if you also follow my procedure. On my 13th birthday, I wanted a Chick-fil-A nuggets, catering size, all for myself. My mother, who wasn't doing so great health-wise, and... sorry. She financially decides to raise up some money to get it. When she had enough money to get it on my birthday, as such for a 13-year-old who wanted more instead of appreciating the things my mother did for me, I then said the most hurtful thing to her, telling her this was the worst birthday ever. Remembering her going into her room and crying for hours. I remember how heartbroken she was on that day, and after she passed due to personal circumstances, That was the one thing I regret not being able to tell her. That I loved her and that birthday was my most favorite and memorable memory for all my life. I still haven't forgiven myself even today. Not sure this will change much, but I at least wanted to get it off my chest. Thank you for hearing my sins. I'm sorry you went through that. I think that your mother loved you still. And I'm sorry that you can't take back such words. I hope you can forgive yourself someday, but I understand that that's kind of a different thing. You might never forgive yourself just because that's how our hearts work and whatnot. They're there though. They're there. I think that because you were her child though, even though you might have made her sad at one time, I'm sure that she still loved you and wished that she could have seen you grow up and whatnot. I know she's no longer, around, but if it makes you feel better, you could probably at least just visit her grave. And if not, that's okay. I think you should just try telling her that you're sorry. Even though she cannot, reply physically, I think that would probably be enough. And she, if there is an after, she would forgive you and she would say she loves you too.